we can't think nothing of it. Haters continue fronting, and the real ones they love it. Rustle like vomit, we especially above it. Vibe high like rockets, and we keep it 100. They crabs in the bucket, we can't think nothing of it. Haters continue fronting, and the real ones they love it. Rustle like vomit, we especially above it. Vibe high like rockets, and we keep it 100. They wanna deceive you, cause they just wanna be you. So they mad when they see you. Be a master achiever, all you need is to be you. Put the bullshit in review, I put the bullshit in review. All the bullshit I outgrew. Haters mad cause they not you, but God exists, pursue you. Meditate like I'm Hindu, but this aboriginal. Really, I'm just original. Spirit man with a plan to withstand any man or entity with issues. I meditate with my pistol and my amethyst crystal. That's something that I commit to. Protect yourself from these fools, spiritually, physically, close from the enemies. Rule one, always protect your energy. These niggas be on negative frequencies, man. Fuck it, let them be. They can't fuck with a GoddessDee. Roll up something sticky. Keep it gangsta and hippie. Stay on hustle like Nipsey. Bro got a lad in the G. The crabs in the bucket. We can't think nothing of it. Haters continue fronting, and the real ones they love it. Rustle like vomit. We especially above it. Vibe high like rockets, and we keep it 100. The crabs in the bucket. We can't think nothing of it. Haters continue fronting, and the real ones they love it. Rustle like vomit. We especially above it. Vibe high like rockets, and we keep it 100.
Yo, I'm Tony Stewart, laughing y'all like it's NASCAR. My rhymes elegant like salmon with the caviar. My third eye, let me see who you are. Crabs in the barrel, they grab you when you reach too far. I shine bright cause I'll be with the stars. Get you these bars and maybe they can heal a few scars. Smoking asteroids and then I go and build with the God. Who knew my pen game was cuckoo con? My spirit tells me, you know you the one. I'm up niggas and I already won. My energy is kinetic and then I pass it on to my son. Each one teach one and let it repeat like a rewind. The supreme being, I found my higher self. It was inside me, then I brought it out myself. When they can't reach a level, envy brings out the devil brings out the metal. And this way of thinking leaves me unsettled. Man, we gotta do better.
The crabs in the bucket, we can't think nothing of it. Haters continue fronting, and the real ones they love it. Rustle like vomit, we especially above it. Vibe high like rockets, and we keep it 100. The crabs in the bucket, we can't think nothing of it. Haters continue fronting, and the real ones they love it. Rustle like vomit, we especially above it. Vibe high like rockets, and we keep it 100. The crabs in the bucket, we can't think nothing of it. Haters continue fronting, and the real ones they love it. Rustle like vomit, we especially above it. Vibe high like rockets, and we keep it 100. The crabs in the bucket, we can't think nothing of it. Haters continue fronting, and the real ones they love it. Rustle like vomit, we especially above it. Vibe high like rockets, and we keep it 100.
Steps off, baby. This ain't just a vibe, it's a sanctuary. You just walked into the love palace. Welcome to a daily dose of Dee. Wrap yourself in satin truth. This love ain't rushed, it's velvet smooth. Silk on your spirit, rose in your mouth. Let me show you what healing's really about. Ooh, she don't play with pleasure, nah. Only pours it where it's earned. Let it burn slow. A daily dose of Dee. Let the love run deep and free. One touch and you'll believe. She's the calm, she's the heat, she's the peace you need. Here in the love palace, where even broken ships sail smooth. Anchor down, baby, daily dose of Dee. Your prescription to feel seen. No refills, just show up and receive. Let your ships drift into healing seas. We don't chase waves, we ride them. She don't beg, she just glows.
The loudest danger is not always the one that makes the most noise. Sometimes danger wears a smile, offers a handshake, and speaks with a gentle voice. Sometimes deception dressed itself in kindness until the truth finally catches up. A devious spirit is like a beautiful bridge with rotten wood underneath. It may look safe for a distance, but the moment you place your trust upon it, it begins to collapse beneath your feet. Tonight isn't about judging people, it's about recognizing unhealthy patterns before they become painful chapters in our lives. So let's learn together, let's grow together, and let's protect our peace together. Welcome to another episode of Daily Dose of Dee. I'm trying to get it right, get it tight, y'all. I apologize. Didn't even know I was still recording. But the life of a content creator, y'all already know. And let's start this out properly. Grand rising, grand afternoon, or grand evening, depending on what time of day we are watching Daily Dose of D. I am your host, Goddess D of Love. And how's everyone doing today on this Wednesday? Yes, we have made it to the middle of the week. Yes, we have. We have made it to the middle of the week. I hope everyone's beginning of the week has been going fine. And I hope that you are staying encouraged and uplifted. So, with that being said, today, here at Daily Dose of D, we're going to call this Let's Be Wise Wednesday. Be Wise Wednesday. With that being said, the word of the day is devious, showing a skillful use of unhanded tactics to achieve goals, deceptive or crafty, departing from a direct, expected, or crooked course, roundabout winding. And on this Be Wise Wednesday, we have the quote of the day: trust, not the smooth tongue or the too gentle smile of the devious. They are but masks for calculating heart, and every promise is a strategically placed snare. Yes, we're talking about being devious today, people. So, once again, I want to thank everybody for coming to Daily Dose of D. If you're new here, I am your host, GoddessDee of Love. For those that continue to support me every day at Daily Dose of D, I thank you for spending time with me out of your day. And this moment is going to help me grow and you grow because we're in this together. Today's conversation is about devious people, who they are, how they think, why they behave the way they do, and how their actions affect families, friends, workplaces, communities, and society as a whole. So, this isn't about pointing fingers or making assumptions about people. It's about increasing our awareness, like it is every time on Daily Dose of D. We can make healthier choices, build stronger relationships, and protect our peace. So let's get into today's daily dose. The word devious means showing a willingness to use dishonest, indirect, or misleading methods to achieve a goal. The word comes from the Latin word devia, meaning off the road or away from the proper path. Originally, it describes something that wandered from a straight path. Now, over time, it came to describe people whose actions wandered away from honesty and integrity. Think of it as a GPS that intentionally leads you in circles instead of taking you to your destination. That's what a devious person often does emotionally. Instead of communicating directly, they take winding roads that leave everyone confused. Think about this. Someone at work who secretly spreads rumors about a coworker while smiling in the person's face every single time they're in the face. You see, on the outside, everything appears friendly, but underneath, they are quietly stirring up situations in their favor. Sometimes the longest road between two people isn't measured in miles, it's measured in intention. Have you ever noticed how life becomes clearer when you begin paying attention to people's actions instead of their words? Mhm. Growth isn't just about becoming stronger, it's about becoming wiser. Every experience teaches us something if we're willing to learn. And here at Daily Dose of Dee, my goal isn't to make anyone fearful. It is to help you recognize healthy patterns, protect your peace, and become the best version of yourself. So if these conversations I have with you Monday through Friday at Daily Dose of Dee have encouraged you, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, like, share, and invite someone who may need today's message. Sometimes, like I say, one conversation can completely change someone's direction in life. So I'm going to take a quick pause right here and let you go ahead and share this out to the people, okay? And I'll be right back right after these messages.
Welcome to the Word of the Day with Corey May, where we build vocabularies one word at a time. Today's word is devious. Devious. Devious is an adjective which means that it modifies or describes a noun. Devious means having a skillful use of underhanded tactics to achieve goals. 2. In regards to travel, a circuitous route. Devious has Latin roots from Devious, which means out of the way, remote. Its roots are D and via, D meaning off and via meaning way or route. Its modern meaning begins in the 1630s. In a sentence, it might sound like this. His plan was devious. If you appreciate this content, like, share,
Georgia, Georgia.
Yo, just pulled up to the Love Palace. Ain't no cap here, just facts and feels. D and Kel's on the mic, we talking ships, all kinds. Pull up and unpack. Kiss and Trey. Friendships that held me down through the struggle. Companions who dipped when I stepped out the bubble. Family ties that tug, some tight, some frayed. But we lay it all out, let the truth get played. No judgment, just lessons on velvet chairs. We speak from the gut, raw love, stripped bare. GoddessDee got that glow like sage in the wind. Queen Coles hit the mic, truth spilling again.
Relationships, we talk it, we walk it. No filters, just real. Love Palace, the spot where your soul can heal. All them ties, all those vibes, we ain't letting them drown. We lift ships up, never tear them down. With
Situationships will benefit.
Welcome back, Love Palace family. If you did not get an opportunity to tune into the ships last night, it was a good one. We talked about protecting our children. It was very, very enlightening and very timeful for today. Y'all feel me? So just know that the ships airs every Tuesday at 7 p.m. here at the Love Palace. And then right after that, we have the live Q&A where we kick back, relax, and have that deep conversation live at Holistic Royalty by Kels. So make sure you are subscribed to Holistic Royalty by Kels and here at the Love Palace so you don't miss the episode of the ships, okay? You feeling me? All right. So we are talking about Devious. The mask of deviousness when hidden motives hurt every single person. Everyone. And I want you to still remember that awareness is one of the greatest forms of protection, family. I say this almost every episode of Daily Dose of Dee because that is my truth. The more knowledge you gain, the less power manipulation has over our lives. So let's go ahead and continue this conversation about being devious. Because many people wonder if being devious automatically means being deceitful. Well, the answer is that the two are closely connected, but they're not identical. See, deceitful behavior focuses on lying or hiding the truth, while devious behavior often involves planning, manipulation, and indirect actions designed to gain an advantage. Let me distinguish that for you one more time. Deceitful behavior focuses on lying or hiding the truth. Now, when you have that devious or evil behavior, it involves planning, manipulation, and indirect actions designed to gain an advantage. You see, a devious person, it's like a chess player moving pieces that no one notices until the game is almost over. Every move seems small by itself, but together they reveal a much larger strategy. Picture someone entering a family gathering and complimenting everyone while quietly planting negative thoughts about one relative in private conversation. By the end of the evening, people are arguing without realizing where the true, real conflict started. You see, when someone is devious, they often avoid straightforward communication. Instead of saying what they want openly, they use manipulation, half truth, emotional pressure, or carefully timed actions to influence people. A devious person is like smoke filling a room. At first, you might not notice or you barely notice it, but eventually it clouds your vision It makes it difficult to breathe clearly or even see for that matter. It's like a friend who constantly tells you what another friend supposedly said about you, even when those conversations never happened. That's really not a friend, but I digress. Slowly, trust begins to disappear and friendships begin falling apart because of information that was intentionally twisted. You see, sometimes confusion isn't accidental, love balanced family. It is carefully created. Healthy relationships are built on honesty, accountability, and most importantly, respect. They are not built on secrets, manipulation, or gain. So listen, I hope this conversation is helping you see situations more clearly. hmm I hope this conversation right now is helping you see situations more clearly. Remember that learning is one of the greatest investments you make in yourself. So choosing wisdom over drama and peace over unnecessary conflict, that's how lives begin to change. This conversation isn't designed to make us suspicious of everyone. It's to make you aware. It's designed to help us to recognize unhealthy behaviors before they become painful experiences. Yes, family. There's characteristics to people that have devious behavior. One of the common characteristic is manipulation. Another one is dishonesty. Some devious people even play the victim when they're actually causing the problem. Others tell different stories to different people. Y'all following me? And many avoid taking responsibility and often blame everyone else. A devious personality can be compared to a mirror in a funhouse. You know how the mirrors look, right? Nothing reflects exactly as it really is. Think about social media. Someone posts motivational quotes every day about loyalty while secretly creating fake accounts to criticize people anonymously. The public image looks so inspiring, but the private behavior tells a whole nother story. See, character is revealed when no one is watching. Character is revealed when no one is watching. People become devious for many different reasons. Some it's because they grew up believing manipulation was the only way to survive. Others are driven by jealousy, insecurity, fear of losing control, greed, pride, or the desire of power, or even the fear of being caught. hmm See, the behavior of a devious one is like building a house on sand. It may appear stable for a while, but eventually everything begins sinking because the foundation was never solid. The foundation was never solid. It's like someone who constantly competes with everyone around them instead of celebrating another person's success. They quietly work behind the scenes to damage the person's reputation because they believe someone else's light somehow makes theirs dimmer. One of life, one lesson life teaches us over time is this, Love Palace family. We cannot always control who enters our lives, but we can control who gains the access to our peace. Healthy boundaries are not walls from hate, they are doors protected by wisdom. Let me say that again. Those healthy boundaries that you create are not walls for you to have hate, they are doors protected by wisdom. So, may I offer you continue growing, continue learning, and continue protecting your purpose. Now, I hope you like, share, and comment and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And go tell someone. Guess what? GoddessDee is talking about a devious person. You might want to come check that out so you know the signs and what to look for. And I will return right after these messages.
Get ready to uncover the devious tactic known as divide and conquer. Ever felt like someone was pitting you against others to gain control? Well, today we're diving into how this strategy is used to sow seeds of discord and manipulation. Picture this. You're part of a group, and suddenly conflicts and divisions start emerging out of nowhere. That's the divide and conquer strategy at play. By creating chaos and discord among individuals, manipulators weaken their unity, making them easier to control and influence. It's like a game of chess where the manipulator strategically positions themselves for power and control by fueling conflicts and creating rifts within the group. But here's the twist. We're on to their game. We're here to equip you with the knowledge and tools to recognize and thwart the divide and conquer strategy. Stay tuned for more insights on manipulation tactics.
Yeah. GoddessDee. Yeah. We asking one question tonight. Where the love?
Where's the love?
Is it him or is it us? He say she tripping, she say he don't show enough. Where's the love while we keep switching it up? When it won't honesty, men just won't trust.
Where's the love?
Everybody talking tough, but when the heart break, everybody hush.
Where's the love?
Maybe we both messed up.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Where is the Love? We're glad you tuned in.
Blessings on blessings, man. We appreciate you for sharing your time with us
You want
today.
peace but don't get respect. Then wonder why my attitude, nigga. You say I'm emotional, I say you cold. You say relax, I say be bold. You say loyalty, I say time. Love ain't words if you never show sign.
Now you looking confused like,
What did I do?
now she looking right back like,
You know the truth,
she
huh?
looking right back like,
You know the truth.
yo.
Where is the love?
Is it him or is it us? He say she tripping, she say he don't show enough. Where is the love while we keep switching it up? Women want honesty, men just want trust.
Where is the love?
Everybody talking tough, but when the heart break, everybody hush.
Where is the love?
Maybe we both messed up. Tune in tonight, let's talk about us.
He say, I'm working hard just to build my name.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, beautiful souls. Make sure you tune in tomorrow here at the Love Palace or over at Big Mouthpieces for Where is the Love At? I'm sure it's going to be a good one, y'all. I know we're not going to let you down. It's going to be a good one. If you haven't tuned into any of the episodes, you can always check those out on this channel and Mouthpiece channel. We appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to Big Mouthpiece. That information is in the chat. And you know how to get a hold of me if you already here. If you're not subscribed, that information is available too. You feel me? Yes. So we will see you tomorrow either here at the Love Palace or at Big Mouthpiece or Where's the Love At? Okay? So let's continue this conversation because understanding behavior gives us, me, you, us, them, the power to make healthier decisions instead of emotional reaction. You see, psychologists often explain that devious behavior can grow from insecurity, fear, learned behavior, unhealthy personality traits, or an intense need to control situations. Not every devious person has a mental health condition. Let's just be clear, okay? But many people have developed unhealthy coping strategies over time. When you are devious, deviousness is like wearing a mask every day. Eventually, the person forgets what their real face really looks like. Ain't that something? Consider someone who constantly manipulates those romantic partners by making them jealous. They believe creating competition proves love, when in reality, it slowly destroys trust. Control is never a substitute for a genuine conversation. You see, history contains examples of leaders, businessmen, criminals, and even trusted individuals who use deception to gain power, money, or influence. Entire societies have suffered because hidden agendas replace honesty. Unfortunately, today we see similar behavior through online scams, identity theft, fake investment properties, manipulated videos, false advertising, misinformation spreading all across social media. Let me take a moment. All right. A lie online can spread like wildfire through a dry forest before the truth even puts on its shoes. One false rumor can damage a person's reputation in minutes, while the healing process may take years. You see, every generation faces new challenges, but wisdom never goes out of style. Every generation is going to face challenges, but when you have wisdom, it does not go out of style. Whether this deception comes to your face to face, or through a phone screen, the solution remains the same. Slow down, verify information, ask questions, and trust action over appearance. Let me say this again. Whether the deception comes right up in your face, or through a phone, or on a screen, the solution is the same. You need to take the time to slow down. You need to verify the information that's given. You need to definitely ask questions and trust people's actions over their appearances. That's how we protect ourselves and the people we love. If you're still here with me, I want to thank you for being with me and staying engaged, because knowledge without application changes nothing. So let's talk about how to protect ourselves from these devious people. We're going to talk about how we can protect ourselves, because we need to know how to protect ourselves. We need to pay attention to constant behavior instead of isolated moments. Watch for people whose words really match their actions. Be cautious of constant gossip, lies, changing stories, and manipulations, unnecessary secrecy, and people who seem to create conflict everywhere they go. A healthy person may make a mistake and apologize, But a devious person often repeats the same harmful behavior while finding new excuses each time. You see, their pattern becomes their signature. Being around a devious person is like standing in quicksand. The longer you remain without recognizing the danger, the harder it becomes to pull yourself free. At first, everything may seem and feel normal. They may shower you with compliments, make you feel special, or convince you that you are the only person they can trust. But little by little, they begin pulling you away from healthy relationships, making you question your own judgment and encouraging you to depend only on them. Before long, you may realize you lost your confidence in yourself without even knowing what happened. Imagine this, Love Palace family. Join a new friend group where every week someone different becomes the target of rumors. At first, they may laugh it off, thinking it's harmless conversation. Then one day, you notice that when someone leaves the room, they become the next topic of a discussion. Eventually, you realize that if they gossip about everyone else, they're going to eventually gossip about you too. Let's just be real. See, that environment becomes like a leaking boat. You can keep trying to scoop the water out, but if the hole isn't repaired, the boat's going to eventually sink. So, Love Palace family, pay attention to how someone reacts when they don't get their way. Pay attention when somebody doesn't get their way. A person with a healthy character, they might be disappointed, but they will usually communicate respectfully. Now, that devious person, however, may suddenly become cold. They might start to spread false stories, play the victim, or try to turn others against you. It's similar to watching a dark storm cloud gather on a sunny afternoon, like it's doing right now here in Georgia. The warning signs are there long before the rain begins to fall if you're paying attention. One of the greatest ways to protect yourself is to establish healthy boundaries. You see, boundaries are not punishment. They are acts of self-respect. You don't have to answer everyone's phone call, explain every decision, or remain in every relationship simply because you've known someone for years. Sometimes loving yourself means limiting access to people who constantly bring confusion, chaos, emotional exhaustion into your life. You see, modern technology has made it easier than ever for devious behavior to spread. Yeah, those fake social media accounts, the messages that are edited or erased, manipulated screenshots where they're not showing the whole image, they only showing you half of the image. You have the online scams, the false accusations that can travel across the internet just like that in seconds. That is why it's important not to believe everything you read or hear without verifying the facts. A false story can spread like a virus through a crowded room, infected minds before truth has a chance to enter. So surround yourself with people whose actions create peace instead of pressure. Healthy relationships leave you feeling respected, encouraged, and emotionally safe. They don't leave you constantly second guessing yourself or wondering where you stand. Remember, Love Palace Fallon, protecting your peace, it's not selfish, but it is necessary. Sometimes the most courageous step you can take isn't confronting every devious person. It's quietly just walking away and refusing to participate in the game. The best way to avoid becoming a devious person is to practice honesty, humility, accountability, empathy, and self awareness every single day. See, character isn't built overnight. Mm, it's not. It's built through the small decisions we make when nobody else is watching. Every conversation, every promise, and every choice becomes another brick in the foundation of who we are becoming. See, integrity is like a lighthouse standing through every storm. It doesn't chase ships, it simply shines consistently. People know they can depend on it because it remains steady even when the winds become fierce. In the same way, your honesty becomes something others can rely on, even during difficult seasons of life. Think about apologizing after making a mistake instead of creating excuses. Owning your actions may feel uncomfortable in the moment, but it builds trust that can last a lifetime. Think about this. You accidentally hurting a friend's feelings. You see, a devious person might deny what happened. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I didn't hurt your feelings. You took that wrong. They blame someone else or they twist the story to protect their image. A person of integrity is going to say, "Oh, I hurt you. I apologize for that. How can I make this right?" That simple act of accountability often heals wounds much faster than endless excuses. You got to learn to communicate directly instead of expecting people to read your mind or manipulating situations to get what you want. If you're upset, have the conversation. If you're confused, ask questions. If you're disappointed, express your feelings respectfully. Honest communication is like building a bridge across a river. It creates a safe path for understanding instead of leaving people stranded on opposite sides. Take time to examine your motives before making any important decision. Ask yourself, am I doing this because it's right or because it benefits only me? Self reflection acts like a mirror. It allows us to see the parts of ourselves that need growth before they become harmful habits. We all have flaws. Yes, we do. But wisdom comes from recognizing them and choosing to improve rather than pretending they don't exist. Another thing, Love Palace family, practice celebrating other people's success instead of comparing your journey to theirs. You see, jealousy often becomes the seeds that grow into manipulation. Life isn't a race where only one person can win. It's more like a garden where there's many different flowers that can blossom at different times. Someone else's harvest doesn't cancel your future blessing. When you learn to clap without envy, your own heart becomes lighter and healthier. Yes, it does. Choose friends who challenge you to be a better person. Surround yourself with people who value honesty, kindness, accountability, and are going to protect your body, your peace, your whole entire space. Because iron sharpens iron. If your circle encourages gossip, manipulation, dishonesty, revenge, or don't care about protecting you, those behaviors can slowly become normal. But if your circle values truth and integrity, those qualities begin shaping your life as well. Finally, remember that your reputation may introduce you to people, but your character determines whether they continue walking with you. Money can be lost and earned. Popularity can rise and fall. Titles may come and go, but a life built on honesty leaves behind a legacy that continues long after you're gone. Be known as someone whose words match your action, whose heart matches your smile, and whose integrity remains strong even when no one is watching. That is the kind of character that changes families, strengthens communities, and helps build a better society. As we continue growing together, remember that personal development isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every day we have another opportunity to be kinder, wiser, honest, and more compassionate than we were yesterday. So keep investing in the person you're becoming because your future depends on today's decision. Now, I'm going to take this last break before I close this out. And I want you to just take the time to think about, have you been around devious people? Do you feel that you are becoming devious? And how do you protect yourself from devious people and protect yourself from being just like them? And I'll be right back right after these messages.
The key to dealing with someone who's trying to control the narrative is to stop participating in that storyline altogether. See, they want you to react. They want you emotional, defensive, out of control, because it validates the story they've told about you. But what does your story say about you? Because you don't have to act out the character from someone else's narrative. You can refuse the part. That means unless their story directly affects your life or your livelihood, you drop defending yourself to people who've already decided to believe the lie. You stop trying to prove you're not what they said, because it doesn't matter how they casted you in their story. That narrative belongs to them. Let your actions speak. Let time and character reveal truth. Don't stress or exhaust yourself trying to control a story that was never yours to begin with. Boundary up. I hope this helps.
We bring the light higher. Fire in the rhythm, heat in the sound. COC energy shaking the ground. No chains can hold us. We rise, we fight.
Black Lady doing shit.
Voices in the
Production.
darkness, we bring the light.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Love Palace family. Hey, if you need some little insight and want some personal GoddessDee love content or help, I am your insight coach. That information is in the chat. Just hit me up. So today we learn what deviousness looks like. Now let's end today's episode by choosing something stronger than deception. Truth. Because truth may walk slower than deception, but truth never loses its destination. Character is the wealth that no thief can steal. Integrity is the crown that no critic can remove. See, your honesty might not always bring applause, but it'll always bring peace. Choose to be the person whose words build instead of destroy. Choose to become someone whose presence creates safety instead of suspicion. Be the bridge that helps people cross difficult emotions, not the storms that washes the bridge away. The world doesn't need no more masks. Come on, y'all. The world needs more genuine people and genuine hearts. The world needs more people who choose truth, even when deception appears easily. So protect your mind, protect your family, protect your community, and most of all, protect your character, because your reputation may open doors, but your character determines what happens once you walk right through. All right, Love Palace family. I want to thank you all so much for joining me for another episode of Daily Dose of Dee. I appreciate every single one of you. A special shout out always to the replay game. I want to thank you all for showing up, sharing your thoughts, encouraging one another, and helping make the Love Palace stronger every day. Don't forget to tune in to the COC. We're going to have some good content, good things coming up, okay? So until next time, continue walking in wisdom, continue choosing truth, and continue protecting your peace, and continue becoming the best version of yourself. And watch out for them devious people. Peace and love until the next episode of Daily Dose of Dee. See you soon.
What if the most dangerous person in your life looked completely innocent? What if someone modified a boat, like knowing it would fail, then took a family member out to sea? Would you even believe that was possible? Could someone actually plan that far ahead? The boat sinks. Only one person survives. He drifts for days, alone, rescued, and then investigators start asking questions about the boat, about the modifications, about a grandfather's will worth millions, about whether this was the first time. Would you keep your story straight? Would you stay calm? This person did. Some said he was a calculating predator. Others said he was just a troubled young man who lost his mother at sea. Which version do you believe? Tag someone who thinks they can read people, because nobody saw this coming. His name is Nathan Carmen. His mother vanished at sea. He was later convicted of her murder and suspected in his grandfather's death too. One family, one survivor, every time. If someone this devious can look this normal, how well do you actually know the people closest to you?
You are now tuned in to the COC.
Collaboration over competition. It's the family, COC, and the world gonna know.
Let's go.
Collaboration over competition. I told y'all, baby, let's go. COC, and the world gonna know.
Fire.
It's big COC.
Collaboration over competition. I am the music and sound behind the COC, baby. Let's go. COC and the world gonna know.
They try to write us off like a bad check. They try to overshadow.
Collaboration over competition. Blessings on blessing. You already know. Let's go. COC and the world gonna know.
Collaboration over competition. What up, fam? COC and the world gonna know.
Let's go. It's big COC energy, fam.
The COC and the world gonna know.
Let's go.
Voices in the darkness. Bring the
Listen. COC fire continue to shine bright. It's shining all day and it's shining all night. Let's go.
love like she don't just love, she heals and keep. Let go, let flow. Daily dose of Dee in the land free. In the love palace, ships dock even key. Yeah, we guide the tide. GoddessDee. Whispering back when your heart needs reminding. Dee is divine, Dee is daily, Dee is love, a daily dose.